Alright, today I'm going to be putting in a leach bed for my house. And it is these half cylinders that I put in the ground and put sand underneath of them so that the water can leach into the ground. The ground that I built on is a rock quarry, so it's all this compacted dirt and it doesn't leach into it, so I have got to put sand down to have the water go into the sand before it actually slowly goes into the ground. These are the cylinders that you place in there and put the sand on the bottom, and it will go inside of those and slowly go into the ground. So right now, that is where I'm at and where I've begun. So here we go. I will continue on. There it is with the sand. You can see the hole where the water will leach into. Have the sand probably 2.5 feet thick so the water can go down into it. And there is the beginning. Okay, here we are. We're now leveling the sand. That's Anthony, the son-in-law, down in there and trying to get the level of the sand before we put down those black half cylinders. Spreading sand's so much easier than spreading mud. Got a big hole here for it to even go down farther.
Sandpaper, cleaner, all that fancy stuff.
Yep. We've just about completed the very first portion of this section. He's down there putting the gray water clear at the opposite end. It should help out a good bit. Alright, my next move that I have to make, I should have done this before, is I have to put this valve in here, and I am going to install it here. So I'm going to cut the pipe there, and then one will go into this row, and then I will then dig this way and make another row identical to this, so I will have two ditches, two leach beds. And I will have leach bed 1 and leach bed 2. So Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and start installing this pipe to start on the other ditch. Cut into the pipe where I'm going to put the valve right there, and then I'm going to install that and put a elbow and then start going to the right. I'm going to go parallel with this line that I already covered up. I made sure that that pipe is going downhill a little bit so the flow of water will be continuous. I'm going to move the hoe and set it over here and then start digging the ditch for the second row. Okay, I put that 10-foot piece of PVC pipe down in there with the elbow to see if I'm far enough down and if I have a good enough drop. So I kind of marked it off by just putting the Sawzall over there so I know exactly where to start digging. So far so good. And here we go. I have now completed the valve which separates between leach bed number 1 and leach bed number 2. I've already started digging it. That's the end piece that I will put in there. So that is all done, and off to the next step. Well, here we are starting on the second ditch. He's checking to see if we're wide enough to put those
you got about 37 to 40
half bats in there. You can see we got the sand now. We've just started.
right here needs to come out more.
Okay. Alright, so here we go on the second one. We have found out that the key to making this work is to make sure that the sand is level. If the sand is level, then everything else is going to be level also. So he's going to throw the first bat in there. And away we go. Number 1 complete. close to the end. All the way down to the end. Alright. We have another row. Just about complete. We covered the rest of the pipe up with sand, and then that is so we can get down to the valve and switch it from 1 to 2. There it is, completed. Next thing I'm going to do is bury it all. And then we will be finished. The boss just has arrived. He is checking things out, making sure everything is up to par. So after his approval, we will finish the job. And just remember, you too can be the ultimate dad if you follow these instructions.